अरे बाप रे बाप, एसिडिटी हो गया। ये बासी समोसा खाने का लालच ये प्रॉब्लम में डाल देता है। अभी दवाई खाना पड़ेगा। पहले देख लेता हूँ एक्सपायरी डेट भाई। ओए 2019 का एक्सपायरी डेट वाला दवाई कौन लाया? मरवाएगा ये लोग मुझे। कम ऑन मैन। खैर मेरे बात छोड़ो, उधर आईपीएल का टीम जो एक्सपायरी डेट से जूझ रहा है उसका बात करते हैं। या चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स, 2 दिन पुराना समोसा जैसा, 2 साल पुराना एक्सपायर्ड हुआ टीम। 2018 द टीम was perfect, the players were aged but they were still very strong. 2018 they won the trophy, 2019 they were the finalist. बट कितना दिन चलेगा ये 30+ एवरेज एज का टीम? नहीं होने वाला है ना। एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट CSK, द मोस्ट कंसिस्टेंट टीम इन IPL, which has played each and every playoff at least every season that they have participated in, are in danger of not making to the playoff for the very first time. And they are now 6 points from 10 games. Mathematically they can still make it to 14, which in the past teams have qualified with that amount of points. Even Chennai did in 2010, but this year it's very unlikely because there are a lot of teams have to play very badly for Chennai to qualify. On the other hand, Rajasthan Royals live to fight another day. They are now on 8 points. They have to win all their matches and then they still have to hope that other results go their way. For the second time running, Chennai won the toss and batted first, but their batting problems resurfaced again. They just couldn't handle the pace of Archer and Tyagi. On top of that, 43 for 2 they were in power plays. Not a great start. Run rate was bad. Watson and Faf du Plessis, the 2 most experienced players of Chennai, back in the heart. And what fearsome bowling by Archer. He has taken 13 wickets, top 5 wicket taker this season, and his economy is just 6.8. that makes him great. See, he doesn't have a bowling pair, a superstar who will bowl in tandem with him, but he still picks up those wickets. That makes him great. But then there was nothing great about the middle overs and the middle order of Chennai, because the spinners came in, Rahul Tewatia and Gopal, and they strangled Chennai. Chennai played a total of 50 dot balls. That's almost half of the innings were dot balls only, and they couldn't hit Dhoni and Raidu at first, and then Jadeja. They couldn't hit the spinners Tewatia and Gopal for even one boundary. The game was totally out of their grasp. The run rate was so low. Dhoni and Jadeja were ultra slow in their batting. Neither did Raidu click, and Chennai were almost bowled out of the equation because this was the lowest total this season by any IPL team. In reply, the Rajasthan were in a very good position because CSK bowlers had nothing to defend. But like the whole season, their bowlers bowled their heart out, because first Deepak Chahar took 2 wickets in the power play, and then Josh Hazlewood also, who was brought in place of Dwayne Bravo, took 1 wicket. So they were 28 for 3, the Rajasthan Royals. Uthappa played a bad shot, got out. Samson played a very bad shot. He has not performed for 8 innings after that first 270+ scores in Sharjah. So they still kept the match in balance. But then you just can't defend a target like this without taking wickets in the middle overs. And once the middle overs came, the power play restrictions were lifted, the might of Josh Butler came into play. On a pitch where everybody seemed to be struggling, he was batting at close to a strike rate of 150. He scored 70, played shots all around the ground, and took pressure off Steve Smith, who himself was struggling big time. Dhoni didn't bring on too many spinning options. He gave Jadeja for 1 over, but he felt that the ball was not stopping and coming. There was no help, so he bowled out both Josh Hazlewood and Deepak Chahar. He had nothing to do. Only one thing I felt, that after the power play restrictions were over, he could have still maintained a field like that and still tried to cut out those singles. That might have helped, but still there was nothing the CSK bowling team could do with this kind of a total. Now, after the game, something interesting happened. Dhoni was asked why were the youngsters of the team not given chances in place of experienced players who were not performing that well. Dhoni said that they didn't see that much spark in the youngsters so that the youngsters could push out the experienced players. Now, I partly agree to the statement that both Ruturaj and Jagdishan, who are the youngsters, tried in this team, partly in some matches. They didn't take their chances by the scruff of their neck. That's true. But still, they got very little chances. Ruturaj played, I think, 3 games and Jagdishan just 1 game after waiting 2 years in the Chennai dugout. And that's just not fair on them. By Dhoni's own policy, I would say, Dhoni likes to back people, likes to give a longish period of run to the players so that they can perform and excel. That was not given to these youngsters, and because they relied heavily on players like Suresh Raina, Harbhajan Singh and all the experienced players who performed well in the last 2 seasons, they didn't turn to these youngsters, and this season it hit them very, very hard. So where do they go from here? I feel this season is practically over for them. Even 4 wins won't get them to the playoffs. Practically, mathematically it will, it might, but practically it's over. So next season they have to shine their bats. They have to look how they can improve the batting. There needs to be an overhaul in this team. I feel Dhoni will not be there next season as a player, but they need a new captain and they need to find that right group of players in the auction. What happens to Rajasthan Royals? From here on, they have 3 games left against SRH, MI and KXIP. SRH may be struggling, but MI is a top contender and they will be fighting for the top 2 spot, but that game won't be easy, that's why. And KXIP are also still in the hunt, so that game will not be easy. But what they can do is, because Josh Butler is the best foreign batsman for them this season, he should be opening and not Stokes, because Stokes is best in the middle order itself, and Josh Butler, with the runs he has, he and Uthappa, if they give a good start, and these starts are capitalized by Samson and Smith and Stokes later on, with Tewatia and Parag coming in, the bowling can fire if they have some runs on the board. And Archer and Tyagi are looking in great form, along with spinners Gopal and Rahul Tewatia. So they should go in with this lineup to get success. And why should only Rajasthan be successful? We also want success. So we want 500 subscribers this season itself. Go to our YouTube page and help us to be successful by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Like and follow us on Facebook. Also follow us on Instagram. अरे बाप रे, एसिडिटी फिर से। ओए, कोई दवाई लाएगा क्या?